right, everybody. Joey Nohana, Anthony Caruso. It is July 28th, 2017. It's currently 1:10 in the morning. I just finished up my B block watching. We're here to talk New Japan Pro Wrestling back again as the G1 Climax rolls on here. We're looking at nights 6 and 7, correct?
7 and 8.
7 and 8.
We wouldn't be ending on an odd number.
That's right. Really?
No.
What was the last one we did? 5 and 6?
5 and 6.
Oh.
We did 1 and 2 separately, and then 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah. If we're doing A and then B, it can't end on an odd number.
I see. Well, math is something that we all learned in high school and indeed elementary school, but I forgot all about that.
But
shit.
not in middle school?
No, not at all. Speaking of things that I forgot to do, and I finally did, this is totally irrelevant, but I got my dark roast coffee back. I had that shitty Tim Hortons for so long.
Oh, yeah?
I've been working at it and vomiting every fucking morning, and now I'm stoked to wake up in the morning tomorrow so I can have my dark roast coffee. I fucking hate like that fucking like remember when I was stoked about Tim Hortons coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, dark roast is way better. Like infinitely way better.
And plus, you got the original blend. You didn't get any flavoring with it.
Nope. Sad state of affairs, man. I bought this Tim Hortons thing, and I've just been kind of slowly barreling through it.
And I'm not gonna lie, it never seems to taste the same when you get like the at-home version of like a fast food thing, as opposed to going to the actual place.
Is that you with the pumpkin spice upstairs, or is that your mother?
That's my mother. Although I would probably buy that too because that shit's delicious.
Oh god, pumpkin spice! It's fucking July. Like, come on.
I could drink. Well, she bought it in the winter and say. Actually, there's pumpkin spice fucking sweetener creamers at Walmart. So out now.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I could drink pumpkin anytime. It's delicious.
White people, man, and the pumpkin spice. Are you kidding me?
I don't.
Just buy a fucking pumpkin.
While an abnormal amount of white people do drink pumpkin spice, buy a pumpkin. While a lot of white people do drink pumpkin spice, I don't think it's an exclusively white.
Wait a second. So you people, I just said that. Yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
Goddamn these fuckers with good credit. You guys love pumpkin spice, but meanwhile, like, you won't eat a pumpkin. What's up with that? Like, just eat pumpkins, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, cut it open and take the, whatever the fuck, the guts, and just put it in your coffee. That's disgusting, but, you know.
It's a little different, I think.
It's terrible. Pumpkin spice is awful. It's only good literally like once in a while. That's it. I would never drink that shit consistently.
It's delicious.
And I think if I
do you like pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie is amazing with whipped cream on top.
Ew,
But see, dark roast coffee is just like a protein shakes. Like when you're used to protein shakes, you put water and protein in it, right? And you're used to like the brands that I get, they're bland. They're not sugary, right? After a while, you taste sugary protein, it'll stick out. Yeah. Just like dark roast. Drink dark roast long enough, you go after some shitty fucking regular coffee fucking bullshit, and it's like, yeah, I really miss my dark roast, because I could just drink dark roast coffee with no milk.
Yeah. So, I put a little bit of milk in mine, no sugar.
Well then, now that the tea time with Chelsea and Santana is over with, Let's get into the G1 Climax, I suppose. Manly talk. Manly wrestling talk.
That's enough pumpkin spice coffee talk.
Speaking of, we'll start off with two men who might like pumpkin spice. Tomohiro Ishii and Yoshihashi. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. By the way, this was July 26th in the Sendai Sun Plaza Hall in Miyagi. So, We're rolling on here in the campy, not really campy, not as campy as the juniors tournament. Man, that was like PWG style. Yeah. Like, you know, they fucking won hard cam.
They were in gymnasiums. No, these are like in legit places with commentary.
Even if they are in gymnasiums, they really like dressed it up nicely.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the G1. It's the biggest tournament. I thought it was going to go the same route as the Super Juniors tournament, where we're just going to get one steady shot, and it's just fucking super campy. But that's not what we're getting here in the G1. We're getting a lot better quality here. So we have Tomohiro Ishii versus Yoshihashi, two stable mates from Chaos. And if you know anything about Chaos these days, they're not doing anything very chaotic anymore. Nope. They're just dudes hanging out. So this match gets going with both guys going back and forth with chops and punches and forearms. Ishii bullies Hashi around for a bit until Yoshi fires up, starts a comeback. and finishes off with a blockbuster. Yoshi gives him a bunch of rapid toe kicks to the face. And I mean, this guy had him down and was like drilling him with the fucking edge of his foot, just right in his nose, over and over again.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that was never going to end.
Yeah, right? Funny part is, Ishii didn't give a fuck. He got right back up and he's like, yeah, no, man. Stone Pitbull? Does that do anything for you? They beat each other up in the corner when they start giving each other chops to the fucking neck. Let me repeat that again. They gave each other chops to the neck. All right? Not like, hey, a friendly little prank to the chest.
Yoshihashi had to be really precise with those chops then. Small target.
It wasn't just a harmless prank to the chest. Yeah. No, this was a very harmful prank to the throat. They were Adam's appling each other here. It can't be good for swallowing food, by the way. They go back and forth again. Yoshi hits a swanton bomb, immediately puts him in the butterfly lock, which has no effect on Ishii because he has no neck.
Nope.
Ishii gets to the ropes, and the crowd picked up some steam after this. Hashi tries to win with a standing Meteora in the center of the ring. But
Rip Chester Bennington.
Rip. Ishii starts a comeback, hits a powerbomb stack pin, but can't get a 3. Then later on, he kills him with a headbutt and a sliding lariat. Still can't get the victory. Ishii follows that up with a brain buster and puts Yoshihashi away, because if Yoshihashi won this match, I would have rioted.
Yeah. No. There's no way.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So Tomohiro Ishii gets on the board, and Yoshihashi, I don't remember his record. It can't be that great.
It's 1-3.
1-3. There you go.
And Ishii's 2-2.
Batting a cool 200, right? Is that a 200 average? 1-3.
250.
250. Nice.
Quarter, man.
Quarter. Math is a great thing.
Yep.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bad Luck Fale. Easily the match of the year. Right here, coming up.
Yep. Greatest finish. Greatest finish ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Fale comes out, shoves the ring announcer because fuck him. Like, what is he doing saying my fucking name? He doesn't even know me. You would think by now that they would avoid this, but they just keep throwing guys out there to fucking say his name. Here's a suggestion, guys. Bad luck, don't say it. Just say, that guy, and get the fuck out of his way. Sabre comes out, wastes no time climbing on Fale, getting all over him, puts him in a sleeper hold. At this point, some weird tech shit happened during the match where, like, the commentators sounded like they were, like, going through a transmission with aliens. It was very awkward sounding. It was like, I can't explain it. It was ear rape. It was not that good. But there was a little issue with the tech stuff, but it got sorted out eventually. But it was definitely ear rape for a little bit. They go to the outside. Fale lays out Desperado, tries to kill Zack and leave him outside to take the count-out victory. But Sabre gets back in. Fale goes back to work. First time in this tournament, we see Sabre not in control of a match. He's usually coming in and putting guys in fucking moves that you've never seen in your life. Yeah. But Fale was not having it on this occasion.
And it's a little harder because Fale is massive. And
a large man.
It's hard to get around all that size.
Absolutely. After some time, Sabre locks in the octopus stretch. Fale tries to... Fuck off. No.
Don't you mean the hurrah? Another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march of progress.
Hey, can you pass me that box cutter so I can end it all? Then he goes... So, I totally read ahead here. Fale tries to counter with a power slam out of the octopus stretch, but Sabre quickly puts him in a sleeper to avoid it. Goes after the legs of Fale because he should have done that at the beginning of the fucking match.
Yeah.
Putting him in a wacky reverse Boston Crab thing. That's what I wrote down. It was a wacky reverse Boston Crab thing. I have no idea what it was. I've never seen it in my life. That's a story here with Zack Sabre Jr. If he ever released the book, it'd be called 1001 Ways You Didn't Know like wrestling moves existed. Sorry. Yeah. Fuck you and deal with it. Match comes to a close when Sabre counters the grenade into a triangle choke, rolls him up, just barely got him down for a 3 count. And I mean fucking barely. All right? Not a solid 3 count. It was literally like if who was doing it? Marty Asami was a referee here. If Marty Asami was a second off, even for a slight second, Fale would have rolled over enough to avoid the pinfall and get his shoulders up and not lose this match. But he lost this match. Yeah. Very quickly, and perfect timing, by the way. I don't think this is a botch. I don't think they botch these things. If they did botch it, it was a great looking botch. Yeah. But there's no way Fale could have fucked up twice in this tournament. Like, I thought he botched the Tanahashi match, but that wasn't clearly a botch. So I'm assuming this is how the ending was supposed to go, but Like I said,
weird. I thought that Fale would get this one here. I'm surprised they're going with Sabre.
Sabre won.
3 wins at this point.
Sabre gets the surprise victory over Bad Luck Fale, who's definitely everyone's favorite to win this tournament. But yeah, man, the ending was really cool, like fucking great. I mean, like I said, if Marty Asami wasted any like split second more, if he was just a little slower, Fale would have rolled over completely and got away from the pinfall. But Sabre picks up the victory here. So we have Togi Makabe versus Kota Ibushi, and if you're like me, man, that Togi Makabe theme sure sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds great, man. I just like falling asleep. Just nothing. What a theme. Just quiet. Just complete fucking silence.
And it's very good of the audience to be quiet during the entrance too.
What a respectable crowd. Yep. It's almost like a copyrighted music is being played throughout the arena that we can't listen to.
Yeah.
Fuck us, right?
Yeah, it's almost like what's that song called? Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Oh man, who's Led Zeppelin? We don't know because we don't hear the song. God forbid. When Makabe makes his entrance, we see Honma on commentary. So he's back.
Nice to see him without a swollen neck.
Without a swollen neck, he's got the hair back. He shaved the beard. He's got a great tan. He looks good all over again. So the first time we've seen him since like February, right? Or January. When the fuck did Honma get hurt? I totally forgot. It's been a long fucking time. Let's put it that way. So Togi wins a forearm battle to start the match. Ibushi responds with a plancha to the outside. They fight on the outside a bit, even getting to a 19 count. So Kota starts up a comeback, but just ends up getting powered over. Ibushi keeps trying to fire up, but always meets a dead end until he hits Togi with a shin kick to send him to a different dimension. And Makabe had flashbacks of Vietnam at this point. So he was looking out into the crowd, and he was just thinking about all the boys he lost back in the day. Back in that war. It was deadly. It was terrifying. Kota does a super hurricanrana and quickly tries to capitalize on it by going for the pin, but can only get a 2 count. They trade blows with Kota hitting stiff kicks to the chest of Togi Makabe, while Togi's going for hard lariats. Kota tries to give him what looked like a super powerbomb, but Togi fights out of it, hits the King Kong knee drop, then hits the powerbomb, stacks him up for the pin. Ibushi kicks out at 1. Okay? So knowing he has no time to waste here, because here's the story, everybody. When a fucker kicks out of 1, you must kill him.
Yep.
Not like, man, what am I going to do next? No.
Don't yell at the referee.
Kill him right now, because he's all of a sudden developed a new HP bar. You must demolish him immediately. So Makabe goes for the King Kong knee drop, connects, gets the pinfall victory over Kota Ibushi in this tournament. So Togi Makabe gets on the board here over Ibushi. How do you like that finish there, Caruso?
I didn't see that one coming.
No.
Makabe gets 2 straight wins. He's back in it now.
Listen, the last 2 nights of this tournament, I didn't see a lot of shit going down.
Yes. Yeah.
Didn't see a lot of these things happening.
We'll get to some of that later.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. So Makabe gets on the board here. Yuji Nagata versus Tetsuya Naito. And even before this match started, I already knew how it was going to go.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Naito's a dick. Nagata's old. You know what happens to old guys with Naito.
Yeah.
So Naito actually wrestles Yuji for a bit, then mocks his little pose, starts walking around the outside. After Tetsuya has him in head scissors for a bit, he bullies Nagata around before getting hit with a kitchen sink. That's Yuji's kitchen sink, by the way. Then Yuji went to work. Naito goes on the offense, spits on him, which fires up Yuji Nagata, who kicks the fuck out of Tetsuya Naito, basically telling him, listen, you don't spit on me. I'm the Blue Justice.
Yeah.
Hello? Have you never heard of me? I was in 2K. Yuji hit a high-angle German suplex that for sure ruined something in Naito's neck, because, man, a high-angle suplex sure looks painful. They get into a slap fight that probably made them remember things they'd long forgotten. It was long. They killed each other, and fuck, it was deadly. During the slap battle, Yuji grabs Naito's head and encourages him to hit harder, basically calling him a fucking pussy and saying, listen, be a man, hit me harder. So basically he told him to grow a set of balls. That's what he did here. Yuji puts him in the Nagata lock. Naito responds with a Destino, and when he can't get the victory, hits another to keep Nagata winless in this tournament. So
that first Destino was not good.
Choppy as hell.
Yeah, there was some sort of miscommunication. And the second one was almost didn't look that great either.
Well, here's the thing about the Destino. It is slowly losing its impact. Very slowly.
Yeah.
Because he has to hit 2 now. Usually it's a one-hit quit.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the one-wing
Well,
angel.
because the first one was fucked up. I think that's why they went to the second one.
Well, no, he's been doing it lately.
Yeah.
He's been doing 2 of them. It's the same gimmick where he hits 1, he's like, it must be over here. Then he goes for another one, and then he wins the match. So the Destino, not very much of a good move here because let's put it. Let's be honest.
Would you
here.
say it's not his Destino to one?
God, that made me sick. No, but let's put it this way. I mean, in the Destino, Naito's doing all the work. Dude's doing a backflip just to do a fucking stinger, or Scorpion Deathlock or Death Drop. Like, it's a lot of work to get a Death Drop over.
That's kind of hard to do a backflip into a sharpshooter.
That's a sharpshooter. It's another one of those fucking lucha moves, man. We're just doing so much to get so little. But whatever, it's his move. So Naito remains winless here, and it's a sad day for us Yuji Nagata fans.
You mean Nagata?
What did I say? Naito?
You said Naito remains
Fuck
winless.
Naito. He should have lost. Nagata stays winless in this tournament. After the match, Naito goes over to the commentary booth where Honma is at, spits on him, and maybe that's going to be something in the future. Well, who knows?
Maybe.
Naito loves beating up on old guys and spitting on them, you know? It's his thing. So we have Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Hiroki Goto to finish the night here of A-Block action. Hiroshi plays a lot of games with Goto in the early goings, basically trying to fluster Hiroki into making a mistake because he probably wants to win any way he can at this point because, let's be for real here, you're Hiroshi Tanahashi. Your arm hurt like hell. The last thing you want to do is have some fucker go after your arm again. So, what do? Turn into a dickhead. You start looking for count-out victories. Start looking for any sort of victory you could get. So he slows down the pace intentionally so Goto can't gain any momentum whatsoever. This works until Goto catches him sitting on the top turnbuckle and fucking drills him with a right hand that sends him tumbling to the floor. They roll on the outside for a bit, and that's when Goto attacks the right arm using the barricade. So here we go again. Back in the ring, Hiroki attacks the arm some more. Tana hits a dragon screw to cut him off. There's a spot where Tanahashi slaps the hell out of Goto so hard, it stopped the action in the matchup. And Goto, who is visibly concerned with the right side of his face, because I believe Hiroshi Tanahashi did something to his face. Because Goto
chipped a tooth.
was in pain, and it looked like something happened. I don't know if his jaw got dislodged or whatever the case may have been.
That would suck.
But for sure, Tanahashi did something to him. So they get into a brawl when Goto tries for the Uchigaroshi, but it gets countered into a sling blade. Goto is still visibly concerned with the right side of his face that might or might not be injured at this point. Hiroki connects with an Uchigaroshi but can't put Tana away, hits a reverse GTR, goes for the regular. Tana gets out of it with a spinning neckbreaker. Then after that, it hits 2 more spinning neckbreakers, fires up, connects with a sling blade, hits 2 high fly flows, and that is it. Hiroshi Tanahashi walks away the victor. And afterwards, Tanahashi pandered to the crowd, did the worst air guitar performance you've ever seen in your life. Makes it seem like he's playing a ukulele.
Did he have the one of the young boys toss it to him?
No, but he tossed into the crowd, and surprisingly, no one died.
Oh, really?
How did they not kill anyone? What a surprise!
Did the crowd sell it by trying to duck and shit?
I hope no, they're not that smart. They should have though. But Tanahashi. So I was trying to look for the translation for his promo because apparently he had a heartfelt promo. He was very like crying about it and everything like that. I tried to read a rough translation on the Twitter for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
But it says something like he thanks the fans for being with him and that he knows, I believe something along the lines of he knows he should not be here doing this.
Yeah.
But he can't get away from it. You know, he has a hard-on for wrestling, so he can't, get his bicep fixed. Because this is what it all comes down to. It's the G1 Climax.
Yeah, but there's plenty of time for that after G1.
Well, yeah, he had a heartfelt promo, and I hope to get a translation soon enough so I could find out exactly what he said. But, nonetheless, B-block action.
Well, before that,
I'm sorry, the standings.
The A-block standings for night 4 of the A-block, night 7 of the tournament. We have in first place Zack Sabre Jr., Tetsuya Naito, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, all up 3-1 with 6 points.
Saber's at the top?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Saber Naito and Tanahashi. Then a 5-way tie for 4th place. Hiroki Goto, Togi Makabe, Kota Ibushi, Bad Luck Fale, and Tomohiro Ishii are 2-2 at 4 points. Yoshihashi is 7th, 1-3 with 2 points. And Yuji Nagata is 0-4 with no points,
I just hit my
unfortunately.
fucking head on my mic because I couldn't
What a
believe
fucking loser.
I couldn't believe what I just heard. Yuji Nagata, man. God, this is just killing me on the inside. My boy. Well, I guess I'm going to have to save a bunch of Nagata faces for my phone later on. So I can post it in anger of every loss he has. So we have July 27th, 2017 in the Aori Nagaoka in Nagata. There's an English translation of that, but that's not what it's not what I found. I found that. It means something else in Japanese. So we have the first match, Juice Robinson versus Tama Tonga. And Robinson still selling that left knee, boy. He is just milking it, boy.
Yep.
He is the new Seth Rollins of New Japan Pro Wrestling because he comes out and everyone that's standing in the ring looking at him going, ha, 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 fresh meat tonight. We dine, boys, on the left knee. And I think he's the only guy coming to the ring visibly hurt. Everyone else just comes out like, hey, you know, injuries happen all the time. No big fucking deal. So they start off with some good shoot wrestling. Tama goes after the bad left knee. Surprise. Works him over for a bit. Juice hits him with some jabs, but can't hit the haymaker. But Robinson goes after the left elbow with a Cobra clutch that has a camel clutch mount. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Tama chop blocks him to knock him down and peg, then hits the Tonga twist for only a 2 count. Juice starts to fire up after a lariat. We get towards the end here. Tama tries for the gun stun, which gets reversed into a pulp friction, but that gets reversed. They counter each other for a bit. Everything got reversed, put it that way. Until Tama hits the cradle DDT, but gets a close 2 count. Tonga finally hits the gun stun and pick up the win in an awesome match with a great finish and good ring work between these two guys. So, Juice Robinson, once again, has succeeded in entertaining me.
Yes.
And Tama Tonga is no slouch himself.
Unfortunately, it's kind of getting a little late early for Juice here. I thought he was gonna.
What's his record?
1-3 at this point.
1-3, man.
I thought he might be a bigger factor.
Oof. Is he He's not mathematically.
No, not yet. Nobody's mathematically eliminated yet. But
Juice, man, it just sucks because Juice is a great story here in this tournament and one of the better guys, man. I've enjoyed every match he's put on.
He really sells a match to you, and
really does. And I like his little jab thing, man. The crowd loves it.
Yeah.
They chant Juice with every hit.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't know if they're big OJ fans or they really like this guy. One of the two. So you have Toru Yano versus Sonata. Sonata goes after Yano to get the jump on him before he could commit any cuckery in this matchup. Yano tries to roll him up for the easy win and gets a close 2. Sonata pours water all over his face. Yano responds by spitting water in his face. So we've got some serious stuff going on here. Yano tries to get quick roll-ups, but fails every single time. Finally, the match comes to an end when Yano gets the tape out, looking to wrap up Sonata, but instead Sonata brings him to the rampway and tapes up his arm to his leg, puts him in a paradise lock, leaves him for dead, and gets the count-out victory. And you know what, man? This was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The crowd loved it. Everyone loved it. And, by the way, fun fact for you, sir.
For me.
Yes. Sonata gave a thumbs up to a gentleman on commentary by the name of Akihiro Sawafuji, okay? Now, I don't know too much about the commentators, but I had to look up this gentleman because I didn't want to just write, he gave a thumbs up to one of the commentators from New Japan.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid. So I looked up this gentleman, okay? He goes by the ring name Milano Collection AT.
What?
Okay, that was his work name, and you could see it in the corner. You know when the announcer little thing comes up in the corner, it's like a blue graphic, and it says AT. I always wondered what that was. That's this fucking guy, Milano Collection. Okay, here's his gimmick per Wikipedia. As Milano, Sawafuji adopted the gimmick of an Italian fashion aficionado supermodel.
I thought he was just a Big Pepperidge Farm fan.
No. Milano is also known for walking to the ring with an invisible dog known as Mikaru.
What?
This dude is fucking awesome. Little did I know. He's always the guy after the shows that's kind of leaning back, kind of like back here, you know what I'm saying, like hanging out and stuff. I was like, man, I got to know who these commentators are to like get. And he gave the thumbs up to Sonata. I'm like, this guy's someone important. I'm assuming he's like a heel commentator. Like he's a fan of the heels. He's not a fan of Yano's bullshit.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's something This guy is an aficionado, and he wears nothing but the finest Italian wear around.
Nice.
Good on him. So we have Minoru Suzuki versus everything. Everything is Evil. Suzuki went right after Evil to start the match. Then, in a shocking turn of events, they take it to the outside and beat the fuck out of each other.
What?
Yeah, right?
Fucking, I thought.
Can't believe it.
That's way below the standards that Suzuki has set in other matches.
Back in the ring, Evil tried to do his throat-cutting taunt on Suzuki. Now, when he does this, usually to an unconscious gentleman, right? He's kind of like this, half dead, and he's telling him the whole thing. He did it to Suzuki, who's awake, looking right at him, and gives him this look like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Like,
maybe he was trying to intimidate him or something.
Well, he was definitely trying to get under his skin, but it was just the look that Suzuki gave him. It's like, you do realize that I'm wide awake and watching what you're doing. And then he responds by grabbing Evil's thumb and almost tears it off his fucking hand. So that's what he got for doing that. Red Shoes takes a bump, so naturally, Desperado gets in the ring.
Yep.
Starts beating up on Evil. Then Bushi comes out to help. Taichi comes with the chair.
LIG scouted these guys out. They were kind of prepared for this.
They read the playbook. They're just like the Patriots with the Jets back in like 06 or whatever.
You mean taping their practices?
Yeah. So Taichi comes out.
Taichi
scouting Suzuki workouts. Like that's even a thing.
Yeah.
Taichi comes out with a chair, and then Takahashi shows up to even the odds. So LIJ are working big time baby faces right now, because they both got massive pops upon arrival. So both men grab Taichi and Desperado by the ears and take them to the back. They didn't do it like that, but might as well have done
Close
it.
enough.
So those guys need to learn to stop ganging up on people who have stables, all right? Let's stop doing that because they have backup, you morons. Fucking losers. In the end, Evil picks up the win, surprisingly over Suzuki with the Everything is Evil STO. So Evil gets on the board here over Minoru Suzuki, who I believe is doing good in this tournament.
Well, he's 500 now. He's 2-2, so.
Well, it's not bad.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the older gentlemen that is doing very good.
Yeah, but he's at a higher up the card guy.
That's true. He's definitely super relevant.
Yeah.
And he's a part of one of the most ambitious stables known as Suzuki-gun. I mean, they just represent everything you want in a stable. Awful fucking attacks.
Yeah.
Shit ring work. God, the fucking Super Juniors tournament. Like, I'm going to tell my children about that tournament for years to come.
Yeah.
Well, son, let me sit you down and tell you about some good action here. Oh, boy. Here it comes. So we have Satoshi Kojima versus Kazuchika Okada. And, man, did this match take a turn for the worse for Mr. Okada here. He was definitely a piece of shit during this matchup. I don't know if you noticed, but Okada was working super heel in this match. So
everybody loves Kojima. He's the hard luck story in this.
Okada's like the poster boy.
Yeah.
But man, was he kind of a dickhead in this match?
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, "But Okada, why? How could you have done this? You're a part of a stable called Chaos. How could you do this?" So the match starts. Okada uncharacteristically starts taunting Kojima by chanting along with the crowd, who's chanting his name. When the bell rings, he goes to kick Satoshi in the gut, starts beating him up. While the crowd boos this, they fight on the outside. Okada gives him a hanging DDT to the floor, busting out the old Randy Orton moves. Okada then throws Tenzan into the ring, tries to pick a fight with him, because if Tenzan hits him, that's 2 points on the board. Like, he gives a fuck.
I don't know if they would have called that.
You're right. No, there is shoddy officiating here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tenzan doesn't do anything, obviously, because he's smart enough not to do anything. Okada being a total heel in this match. Back in the ring, he continues to bully Kojima around, not letting him get anything going. Puts a foot on Kojima, does a Rainmaker taunt. The crowd does not enjoy this. And while he puts his foot on him, he's looking for a count. Red Shoes is like, nope.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yep. He never counts that.
Do not do that bullshit. And he refuses to honor the pinfall. So while he's giving him some Kobashi chops in the corner, or Kojima's giving him some Kobashi chops in the corner, Okada has perhaps the ugliest face on the planet. You go back and rewind this. I believe it's like 2 hours and 9 minutes. I remember this timestamp. And he's got this fucking face that is just awful. Like, just looks like he's being, like he's taking a sunburn. Like, someone just slapped him on the fucking back after being sunburned. And he's just selling it super hard.
Yeah.
So Okada does the big Rainmaker pose, and the crowd furiously boos this. Then they start getting hot for Kojima, who they desperately want to win this matchup because Okada's being kind of a dick. You know? Come on, man. Like, lighten up.
Yeah. Just be nicer, bro.
Just chill, bro. Kojima finally gets around to hitting the Stinger Splash that he sets up the elbow drop with. Does the chant. But before he could drop the elbow, Okada fights away from it, eventually eating a Koji cutter from the top rope. He then looks to hit the lariat, but he gets countered into a German. Okada almost hits the Rainmaker, but gets countered with a big-time left lariat. So Kojima tries for a tombstone to end it all, but gets countered with by Okada's own tombstone. Then the Rainmaker clothesline, and Satoshi Kojima goes down in a blaze of glory here.
Yeah.
Goes down to Okada, who should have lost this match because he was not being a nice guy.
Nope.
So
didn't deserve the W. Lack of sportsmanship.
Definitely not on anyone's definitely dropping in the NFL rankings here for Kazuchika Okada rapidly. So your boy Kojima, man, winless. Sad state of affairs.
Both of our boys, your boy Nagata.
Both of our senpais are just not doing very well here, man. It is sad. The crowd loved Kojima, obviously, but God, you know what? If anything, this match really, really, really made me want Okada to lose.
Yeah,
I needed him to lose this match. Like I could not see him win this fucking match. He's being a total dick. He's being a total arsehole, and I was not having it. Not on my television. So to end the night, we have Michael Elgin versus Kenny Omega, and this was a fucking match.
Yes,
I mean. You've got Kenny Omega, who's obviously, been great, but Michael Elgin is definitely a guy to look after here in this tournament.
Did you expect anything less than quite a match after that match with Okada?
And I do want to point something out real quick about this Japanese audience that I really do appreciate. Now, it's a rare thing. Like, not a lot of people, can really gather their heads around this, but listen to me. They go to the shows, and they react to what they watch in the ring.
Yeah.
What a novel concept.
Yeah.
They pay money to see a match or to see wrestling, and they react to it.
Yeah.
And they enjoy it.
Yeah.
They get excited for it. Wow. Is that just a weird fucking concept? To everyone here in the States? Jesus Christ. By the way, that goes out to Philadelphia, man. They totally botched Battleground. They let everyone down with that paper. I mean, to be fair, that paper didn't do anyone any favors, but I'm glad we were supposed to go to that. I'm glad we didn't go to that.
Yeah.
So Elgin throws Omega around for a bit in the ring, goes outside, throws him around out there. Back in the ring again, Elgin tries for a sunset bomb, but Omega counters, gives him a super kick. They go back and forth, beating each other up. Elgin misses a splash from the apron into the ring. Omega misses a moonsault. Elgin then kills Omega with a power slam, slows him down a bit. When Omega went for a crossbody, Elgin caught him and hit him with a swinging side buster. Okay, I've never seen this move in my life. It was like an F5 setup with a fucking, I don't even know how to explain it. It was sexy. That's all I can tell you. Very good looking. So we saw Kenny try for a Terminator tope. He can't hit it the first time. Hits it the second time. And then we get back on the ring. Omega goes up top to deliver a missile dropkick to the back of Elgin. And something happens that really kind of bothered me. Elgin is about to get missile dropkicked in the back, right? So he turns his head to look at the fucking screen. And it looks like he's waiting. He's like watching Kenny. Not even on the screen. He turned his head so much that it almost looked like he was looking right behind him.
Yeah.
And I can't stand it. Like when guys anticipate the impact or the move. Like I get it.
Yeah.
But it just looks really fucking awful on television. It's like you have to sell me on the fact that he does not know this is coming.
Yeah.
He's expecting it. He's waiting for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of turns me off, but whatever. After After this, Omega hits a V-trigger but gets folded over by a lariat. They get into a brawl. Elgin wins it unanimously when Elgin backhands Omega so hard it made him regret ever being a wrestler. Elgin hits a buckle bomb, goes for an Elgin bomb, gets reversed, then does a sit-out Razor's Edge with a 2, or only gets a 2 out of it. And everyone thought it was a 3 at that point. So this match really started to build up steam for Elgin, who every single time he got close, the crowd was like, man, he could fucking beat Kenny Omega. Omega removes the padding on the outside, wants to kill Elgin with a Hurricanrana on the floor. I will repeat that again. He wants to Hurricanrana Michael Elgin to the floor. Now, you might say to yourself, boy, that will kill Mike. True. That will also kill Kenny. So this is a terrible decision. I don't know why he wanted to do this. This is an awful fucking decision. Thankfully, it didn't happen because Elgin gave him a powerbomb in the apron, which, if you didn't know this...
It's the hardest part of the ring.
Hardest part of the ring, folks. Always remember that. Omega, possibly desperate to put Elgin away, hits a fucking J Driller. Okay? A J Driller. To Michael Elgin, who is a large fellow.
Yeah, it's hard.
This was impressive. It was sexy. I don't know how he did this, but in my opinion, a J Driller is like the end. Okay? It's one of those moves that is it. There's no coming back from a J Driller, okay? That's murder. All right, that is homicide. That move is awesome, by the way. Elgin responds by doing a buckle bomb, then an Elgin bomb, but only gets a 2 count out of it, and everyone thought this was the end. Elgin does 2 backdrops that lands fucking Omega right on his fucking neck, man. It looked nasty. Finally, he goes for the one last thing in his arsenal. He's like, fuck, I've given this guy Elgin bombs, I've given this guy lariats, nothing. So what's left? The burning hammer.
Yeah.
So he whips it out, and he fucking drops him on his head.
Couldn't quite hit it on Okada, but he got it.
And boy, so basically, here's the story here, folks. Elgin has the buckle or the Elgin bomb. He's got the sit out Razor's Edge, all these nice things. But the burning hammer, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't recover from a burning hammer. That will kill a fucker. So he does kill Omega, and he gets the 3 count. Michael Elgin over Kenny Omega here in the G1 Climax.
I was so surprised they went with this. I've been saying all along it was going to be Okada and Omega rolling into the final or their last match at both 8-0, but
nope.
About halfway through this match, I was like, are they really going to make Omega the underdog and maybe have him go in with 1 loss and Okada? I mean, Okada could still lose a match, I guess, but if he didn't lose to Elgin, I have a hard time seeing him losing to anyone else.
But this solidified Elgin.
Yeah,
like big time.
Yeah, is he a player in this block now?
He should be.
Yeah.
They gave him mic time afterwards.
Yeah.
So after the match, he says he's been doing this for a long time, and the G1 is the most special thing in the world.
Yeah.
So he did say that. Says he lost 2, now he's 1-2, and then Michael Elgin will be victorious and win the G1 Climax. Now, usually this could all be hot air from like most guys. I believe this fucker.
Yeah.
I believe he could win this because he's put on very good matches. He's held or he's gone up against Okada and he hung with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he defeated Kenny Omega, who's gotten close to beating Okada. So, you know, it all works out perfectly for Mike Elgin. But everybody, look out for Mike Elgin here. He is making a statement.
Yeah.
And I believe, did he lose his first 2?
He lost. No, because Okada was the one before that. He won. What match was it here?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did lose to Okada the last match. So he probably lost the first one, no? I don't remember.
Hold on, let me reference the note. He beat Kojima.
Beat Kojima.
Yeah. Not who? Yeah, he lost. He lost to Okada in the second match. He beat Kojima in the third match. No, he has won 2 in a row.
What's his other loss?
Tamatonga.
Tamatonga? He lost it. Oh yeah, Tamatonga won with a fucking super gun stun.
Yeah.
Totally forgot all about that. Wow. Well, there you have it, folks. Michael Elgin, man. Well, he's beating Kenny Omega, so that's massive.
Yeah.
Okay, that's no pushover.
That should make him a player for the rest of this tournament here.
Absolutely. So we have Michael Elgin to look forward to, and before we go off and go our merry way here, Anthony, what was your favorite match? What'd you like? Or favorite matches, I guess. What was the good stuff from the 2 nights here?
Favorite match. I don't know.
I'm gonna hey Elgin and Omega.
Yeah, probably.
That was awesome. That was impressive in every facet of the imagination.
Yeah.
Let's
Juice
see.
and Tamatanga was a good one too.
Makabe and Ibushi was a fight.
Yeah.
Good fight. Yeah, that was it though. Nothing else. Yoshihashi push over, got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Saber beat Bad Luck Fale, and because he was just a monkey running around him.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Elgin and Omega as taking it for
probably.
both nights here because
Yeah.
that was a phenomenal match and it shocked the fuck out of me.
A shocking outcome. Yeah.
So we have tonight.
No, the 29th. 29th and the 30th.
Oh, no show tonight.
No show tonight.
Oh, they don't do the 28th. They don't do Fridays. They have tonight off. Wow.
Well, I think they're trying to do like 3 shows break.
They should
Yeah.
give guys a fucking chance to sleep.
Yeah.
Aside from the traveling they do all the time. So that's all we got.
Well, the standings. You keep forgetting the standings. God damn it.
I'm sorry. My God.
These are important.
These are the numbers are important, folks. So what's Elgin's WAR? Tell me right now.
Do you want to know his wins above replacement
Yes,
and
please.
his BABIP and his fielding independent pitching?
Yes.
All right. All right. The B block standings for night 4 of the B block, night 8 of the tournament. We are 44% of the way done with this tournament.
There we go.
Okada leads at 4-0 with 8 points. Omega and Evil are tied for second, 3-1 at 6 points. Tied for fourth, Minoru Suzuki, Tamatanga, Sonata, Michael Elgin are 2-2 with 4 points. Tied for sixth is Yano and Juice Robinson. They're both 1-3 with 2 points. And Satoshi Kojima is 0-4 with no points.
Jesus. Wow. Kojima. Living large at Krispy Kreme. What a bro. Well, everybody, those are the standings. And we're looking good here, man. The G1 is still impressive.
Rolling on, yep.
Everything is still very good. Not a terrible match to be found so far in this tournament. We'll see how it goes the more it goes on. But we will rejoin everybody for the 29th and the 30th. And we'll combine those shows like always. And we'll be back to talk more New Japan Pro Wrestling. So until then, take care, everybody.